Oh, and by the way, I just want to clarify. Everything was just all kinds of fucked up the entire fucking the years with the Trump shit. Because imagine going ahead, being enlisted, and ultimately, you're pretty much in a position where you got to go ahead and meet certain requirements, so you go to do so. Alright? And then, you're told, you give it an order, you got to follow the order. While simultaneously being clarified by your superiors, do not listen unless you want to end up going ahead and getting court-martialed. Alright? If it's unconstitutional, you do not take that order. And then literally, it looks like you've just done nothing the entire time. But you've continued on with your studies. You know, you've followed every constitutional order that you possibly can. While simultaneously, about 90% of what you're being told to do is completely and utterly unconstitutional. So it looks like you're just sitting around collecting a check. All because of the fact that you end up having dumbasses like Tommy Tuberville wanting to go ahead and be like, we want to make it so that way we could make a military town come to the specific state that we want it to be in, so that way we can, go ahead and price gouge and pander and, basically milk every military family that we possibly can with, price gouging them into oblivion, and then just discarded. Just completely and utterly discarded. And ultimately just the economic warfare factor of it all. So, you're having to go ahead and try to do what you can to be able to, alright, go ahead and disperse food. Okay. Here you go. Here you go. Here you go. Here you go. To everybody that's displaced. You know, ultimately, when it comes to housing, you have to go ahead and teach them about, the specific tenants laws to prevent them from, getting wrongfully kicked out. And ultimately, you help numerous people that have never experienced homelessness before be able to recover and recuperate their housing while you simultaneously end up getting displaced. And, the amount of racial redlining that you end up having to point out, and predatory home loans that end up going ahead and being enacted because of people wanting to put town ordinance that end up going ahead and breaching, the Civil Rights Act, and the housing bubble that ended up closing. Just the amount of devastation that it's ended up causing economically for a lot of people. And ultimately, it becomes a full-time job going ahead and doing that. And after you've done everything that you can to try to assist as many people and as many families as possible, afterwards, you just get fucking discarded. And, there's an attempt to go ahead and attempt to try to kill you. All because of the factor that the person that tries to kill you does not want to have to pay the restitutions that's owed to you. Because they end up realizing, oh shit, we committed numerous hate crimes, so that restitution is not going to go away, whether we like it or not. And economically, it's going to devastate entire generations of our families, while simultaneously, because of us ignoring the 8th Amendment of the Constitution of over excessive bail, ultimately we got to pay back all of those arrears. All of them. How the fuck are we going to go ahead and pay back almost, decades of back pay. Well, realistically, if you didn't go ahead and steal decades worth of money, you wouldn't have to figure out how to pay back decades worth of money.